Alright, good evening, guys. Sorry for the gap in between streams. This is Spartan. We are continuing with myrise Legacy on WWE 2K23, as well as I'm going to go over what went down on SmackDown Friday night and some of the things that I could foresee happening. So let's take a look at our options menu real quick. Our social media. Real cute, Queen Jaded, blah blah blah. I read that already. I read that one. That was sweet. Cora, you helped Cora Jade out last week. Oh, attributes. Oh, I do have enough. Let's see here. We're gonna do resilience. Okay. All right, and now we're gonna talk to Drew.
Now, I heard you're making some waves lately. Waves in the kiddie pool, but waves nonetheless.
Maybe, but I didn't come to WWE to be in the kiddie pool.
Didn't say that you did. Just like I didn't come to WWE to be pushed as the next big thing, only to be ultimately set aside and fired.
Why did you bring up being fired? Is this supposed to be making me feel better?
Started that way, but admittedly it took a turn. Sorry, I should have been more clear. I expected everything to be handed to me, but you're doing the work. Don't let up. Those waves you're making will be noticed. Now, I heard you're making some waves lately.
Why did you...
Yeah. Okay, so I can't do anything with Drew right now. All right, I can't do anything with Ava. So let's go talk to Molly.
I've got some good news for you.
You've actually got a match for me this week?
Actually, yes.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that kind of good news. Thank you.
I should clarify. It's not on SmackDown, but at a non-televised live event. Dana Brooke was supposed to have a match, but she did one too many handsprings, sprained her wrist, and can't compete this weekend.
A match is a match, and if it helps me win a little favor around here to step up, count me in.
You out.
Winning the match would help you gain even more favor.
We're gonna get the live arena.
Live arena. Dad, no. Dad, you're not ready.
You don't think I'm ready?
Yeah,
I think I'm ready.
No, I think you're not ready.
We'll find out.
They will come in.
Okay. All right, guys. So Friday night kicked off with the tag team champions, Sammy and Kevin, coming out with Riddle.
Making her way to the ring, representing the
You know,
Dangerous
talking.
Alliance.
And naturally, the
Orlando,
Usos
Florida,
and Solo came out.
Queen
Riddle
Jade.
hadn't forgot about what Solo did, and Riddle big brawl, everything. Riddle and Solo got into it, and Riddle demanded Solo, which shocking. Adam Pearce made it the main event. So, then that we had the LA Knight versus Xavier Woods match. Good match overall. I don't think anybody got over any less. You know, I don't think LA Knight got over. You know, I think LA Knight got over just a little bit by losing, as well as Xavier got over by winning. So, back from commercial break, and Xavier Woods wins, and Imperium's backstage with Gunther. He's talking to Vinci and Kaiser. Woods comes out playing his horn.
From Staten Island, New York. The most beautiful
Gunther
woman
chastises
in
him,
all
why you doing that?
WWE,
Xavier
Carmella.
says he thinks he can take him. So I really hope they do move forward with that. I think they need to go ahead and they need to give Xavier not only a singles run with a mid-card title, but he needs to eventually win a world title. They need to go ahead and make that the New Day, the whole New Day, Triple Crown champions, You know, I mean, that's one of the biggest, you know, the most longest running factions of WWE history. So let's see here. We get Santos at LWO versus Damien. Hold on, let me get Carmella under control here. Decent match overall. Good spots for both guys. Damien eventually gets the win. They start running roughshod over LWO and everything, and Ray comes out. I think we're going to get more of Dominic and Ray. I think we're going to get a faction feud with the LWO and Judgment Day. And I think we're going to get Zelina and Rhea either at Backlash or Clash of the Cast. Or not Clash of the Cast, but Clash of Champions. Night of Champions. There we go. There we go. Alright. I think that would be a great match. Zelina versus Rhea. Then we get Shinsuke's comeback. Madcap's fed to him. I don't like what they're doing with Madcap. I don't like what they're doing with Emma. I know Emma's been around for a while. Madcap has not. I wish, you know, they had Madcap had momentum after winning the Andre the Giant, you know, Battle Royal. You know, getting away from Corbin, and then they paired him with Emma, or you know, they capitalized on his and Emma's relationship, and you know, he's aggressive and everything, but they need to do more with him. So Shinsuke squashed
Here's your winner, the Queen, Demon Jade.
And then they reveal, you know, Madcap tries to go after him, Nakamura one-ups him, and then they have a vignette with Scarlett with a deck of cards with Shinsuke's face on it. So, foreshadowing Shinsuke versus Carrion. Let's see here. Drew's again. Ava again. Let's see what I got up here real quick. See what my DM's got. Alright, let's go see what Adam's got.
I know you're having a bit of a rough start, but it's like I always say, work hard, treat people fairly, and earn respect. Speaking of, if you'd like an opportunity to get some work in, I know someone who can put you through the ringer at the PC. Ever since she had to do a WWE decathlon during her PC training, she's loved giving newbies the same treatment.
Okay. See what we got here, huh, Bubba? You okay? All right. Dang. So, I think that'll be a good move for not only Shinsuke, but Karrion. You know, from what I've seen, they've got a little bit of background now. So, I think it'll be a good feud in the long run. It'll be a good way, regardless who wins, you know, for you know, just for an overall good match. If that's because, like, two completely different styles with Shinsuke and Karrion, but to be honest with you, I think Karrion could hold his own and keep up with Shinsuke. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds on that. Even if they go forward, even if they think about going forward with it. So then we get the main event, and so before the main event, during the announcement, because you know Paul Heyman's with him. Paul Heyman makes the announcement that Roman has basically muscled, you know, management into giving the Usos their rematch, which I mean, rightfully so. They're the longest reigning WWE champions. You know, they deserve a little bit more than what they got. But Paul announced that in 2 weeks the Usos are getting their title rematch, and he goes on to say, you know, that they're gonna win because if they don't, you know, Roman is getting tired of the two of them while looking at the Usos. So, I think the Usos are gonna lose. In 2 weeks. I think Solo is going to be the one that does the turn. And I think he's going to be conflicted about it because he grew up with those guys. And I think that's going to start the fall of the bloodline. That's all right. That's what I wanted. Look, see, I got to follow all of that. So Solo ends up Riddle and Solo. It ends up being a great match. It ends up, you know, Solo coming out on top, with rightfully so. I think Solo's gonna get a good heavy push leading up to probably a mid-card title, and then maybe, you know, eventually a world title. We'll see. So, overall, Friday night was good. You got a lot of groundwork. For several feuds leading up. You know, we've got a few months before. Well, we got about 4 months before SummerSlam. We've got a few weeks before the next pay-per-view. You know, get some minor storylines going there. So, we'll just see. I mean, it's going to be fun to watch to see what happens. I did hear a rumor that Bray is potentially coming back. I hope they do something with him. let's get her up on her feet. So it's just, I'm excited. I know a lot of people are, you know, worrisome with Vince and all that. The sharpshooter!
And, my dad's defeating someone good. Oh my gosh.
Pop rocks! Pop rocks!
One.
Oh, she kicked out.
So she has a little red.
Mm-hmm. Gonna pick her up and do it again. Pop rocks!
One. Two. That's it. Ring the bell.
Now, I heard you're making fire. Didn't say
Why
that
did you bring up
started that way.
Okay, there's nothing. I wonder what's going on here. Alright, let's see if I've done enough to. Ava Moreno!
Someone's been busy.
I'm not just having matches for your benefit. And I don't super appreciate your social media commentary.
I don't really care about the motivation. Besides, I've realized something.
What's that?
Having a handful of matches is not the equivalent of putting in years of work at the performance center. You know, that thing you have to do if you didn't grow up with a famous wrestling family? The so-called dues you've paid over the past couple of weeks are pretty insignificant.
You're backing out of facing me on main event?
I didn't say that. Because I also realized I can harness how unfair this is for my own good. Even if you can't benefit from your pedigree due to your overwhelming lack of talent, there's no reason why I shouldn't. And like it or not, and I do not, having a match with you, LJ, will increase my standing in the eyes of the short-sighted, legend-obsessed WWE management. Especially when I win.
So you're in?
Her mouth
in.
opens way too wide. She
But I
looks like
can't
the
just
Joker.
squash you on main event. If we want people to stand up and really take notice, we're gonna have to have one banger of a match. So don't hold back.
You're determined to make this personal, aren't you?
No, watch
If
her
it
mouth.
encourages you to try a little harder than you did at Survivor Series, yes.
Fine. I'll ask Molly to set it up. We can settle this in the ring.
That's literally all I've been asking to do.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to because I don't know what. Ow. Don't do that.
Okay.
Ruthless Universe? You know I'm not one for spoilers, but I have it on good authority that the next episode of WWE's main event is going to be can't miss. So don't miss it.
Take a look at which one I got on here.
The lock.
Okay. All right, guys. So this is going to be the last match for the night. I'm hoping I can get back on here. I've got family in town, so it's going to be a little bit harder. But I will try to not to go. I'm trying not to go so far in between.
It's the second generation superstar who's here to write her own story.
Streams.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the Dangerous Alliance from Orlando, Florida, the Queen Demon Jade. The WWE Universe has been counting the days, hours, and minutes for this match to start, and the countdown is almost over.
This second-generation superstar looks to finish on top in this one.
They don't come tougher than this wrestler. It's Ava Moreno. And from the Bronx, New York, Ava Moreno. All these superstars come into this match incredibly hungry to prove their dominance. I can't wait to see what unfolds.
Ava looks ready to make the most out of this opportunity.
Welcome to main event, where Justine's niece is looking to put her Survivor Series debut in the rearview mirror against up-and-coming superstar Ava Moreno.
I've seen Ava at the PC, and she's as determined to make it in WWE as anyone out there. She'll be looking to make quick work of her unseasoned opponent.
Come on, Corey, give Ava's opponent a chance. Rumor has it she's been hustling to get much-needed ring reps, so I, for one, am looking forward to seeing what she can do.
A second.
Ooh, what a forearm club.
She's fighting back.
From the middle rope, taking Hurricane Run. From way up,
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Swanton.
she has her target weighed and measured.
A rope step. Tomeko Hilo.
That's playing fast and loose with your own body.
That is weaponizing your body. That's what that was.
Goes under the ropes to get back inside.
She's rising back up on those wobbly legs. From the middle rope, taking Hurricane Run.
And momentum's fading away from her.
She has to build the strength to turn the tide. Oh, and a spear!
You can sense what her intentions are here. Oh my gosh! What a Cody cutter! Telling her opponent that she has even more left in her tank.
Good night. What a stunner.
Ava telegraphing that one.
And she's gained total control of this match.
Yeah, she is going all out.
Come on, you don't hit a WWE official.
It was clearly an accident, Corey.
But one that it looks like Ava is willing to take advantage of.
Drop tumble onto the chair.
A chair, a downed referee, and an opportunity. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do?
Is she going to use the chair?
Guess she decided to fight fair.
Ouch.
And Ava Moreno gets
gets the win.
It seems like she was trying to do the honorable thing, but it backfired.
You'd think winning.
Well,
would
if
be
I'd have
more
used the
important
chair,
than
the ref
honor,
was getting up,
Byron.
I'd have gotten
Either way,
disqualified.
I can't imagine this second-generation superstar is very happy with the outcome.
At least one person's happy here. This could be the type of win that could really generate some momentum for Ava Moreno.
Oh no. He had this taken away for that. No, like she did this, then the other girl and went out and get the chair and tried to do this, but she was doing this. My dad scared her was doing.
Well, pretty pleased with how that match went.
Of course you are. You cheated.
What are you talking about? The refs certainly didn't see anything.
You pulled out a chair.
Ava may have done that, but you, of all people, should know that it doesn't matter what actually happens. It only matters what others, in this case the ref, sees, or think they see.
Me of all people? What does that mean?
I told you I would make the WWE Universe stand up and take notice.
You planned this from the start, didn't you?
Maybe not this exactly, but I knew I had to use an opportunity against you to make a statement. Didn't go exactly as I planned, but lucky for me, you don't even know how to cheat right. And now, everyone's talking about the victory I claimed over little Justine.
Ava's right about that. It's the most buzzworthy main event match we've seen in a while. And not just the finish. You two are really going at it. It's got so much attention that management wants a rematch.
A fair one this time, I hope. Let me prove I'm better than her.
Yes, because matches in WWE are always above board and no one tries any shenanigans. But to your point, the rematch will be no DQ, which means shenanigans are legal.
Do it and we'll beat her.
Did she win?
Okay. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for tonight. Those of you who have tuned in, thank you. Those of you who will be watching this later on YouTube, thank you. Like I said, hopefully I won't be so far in between streams. Have